All right, everything started. All right. Today we are cooking one-pan cheesy black bean tacos. This is what it should look like, maybe. We've got 4 steps. Start with washing and drying our veggies. All right, so we've got black beans here, cheese, some Southwest spice. Set that to the side. Our onion, our tortillas, and red pepper cream. And one more thing to add to it, Tex-Mex paste. So let's get started with our veggies first. All right, I'm gonna get started with the onion. Remove this outer layer of skin here. All right, so our instructions with the onions. Is to thinly slice. Without chopping my fingers off. Then over here first. It says we only need half the onion, but I'm adding just a little bit more here. This onion was a little Some of the only veggies we have in this. I'm just going to split this up so I can scrape it easily into our pan. All right, now that we've got that mostly broken up, that in a pile over here for just a minute. And we're going to cook the pepper along with it. So let's go ahead and core the pepper. So I'm going to try not to get seeds everywhere like I just did, because that won't come back to bite me. All right, I'm going to take these over and rinse out these seeds before they get everywhere. All right, so got the seeds cleared out. Rinse the seeds off my knife here. You can see that we're now in much better shape there. And it wants me to thinly slice these and then cut them in half once I'm done. So let's get on that. Alright. Just gonna flatten this out so I don't get my fingers. I want that to be a little bit smaller here. I'm just gonna trim this down just a little bit. Alright. So now that we've got that, we're just gonna cut them across. So a little bit more bite-sized for the tacos. Alright, so we got that half done. Flatten the pepper out here a little bit. Hey, there's one of those seeds still hanging out. Get rid of that. Check one thing here. Okay, cool. Make sure my laptop wasn't on fire. Okay, now that we've got the veggies mostly done, there's a couple here I want to trim up a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and start warming up the pan. We're going to cook we go to medium-high heat, up there a little bit. And we're going to cook the onions and peppers together for about 6 minutes. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than that in my experience. And the experience is extremely limited, so take that for what it is. All right, let's just because I don't want any giant bites of pepper, just trim these up a little bit. Anything that I've missed. Yeah, that's a pretty big piece there. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Looks pretty good. Pan is starting to warm up. I'm going to add just a little bit of olive oil to get started. And I'm just going to take a tiny piece of onion here and pop it in the pan. When that starts to sizzle, we'll know that things are looking good for adding those. Let's that off real quick. All right. The pro tip in this recipe is to add a splash of water to help the pepper soften as it cooks. So we'll do that. I've got just a little scoop here. I'll put some water in. We'll get that prepped. What is next? Okay, so while that's heating up, we don't have any sizzle yet. We're going to drain and rinse the beans. Get this open here. Got my strainer and bowl. Go over to the sink. All right, I've got the beans rinsed, so they're ready to go. This onion is starting to sizzle, so I think we're about ready. Let's go ahead and put these onions in. Oh, we lost an onion. All right. Break up any other chunks I see here. Onions that didn't split apart on the chopping board. Now it's time for the bacon. So, just scratch a little there. Alright, I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes now that we got a good sizzle going. just so I don't get distracted and cook these veggies too. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper just to help bring out some flavors as these things are heating up. And it's just a splash. I'm going to put a little bit of water in this thing. Just a couple of tablespoons. Next thing up on the list is once the veggies are cooked, we're going to add some Southwest spice. Take that down here. You need 2 tablespoons of Southwest spice. Then we're going to add beans and the paste. And a quarter cup of water. All right, well, so we'll get there in a minute, but might as well have this prepped and ready to go. All right, so these are starting to stick a little bit, which is generally a good time to add our water. Steamed veggie there. All right. We've got about 2.5 minutes on our timer. That. Gonna need those. All right, onions are looking nice and cooked. We got just another minute, and I'm gonna taste the peppers just to make sure that they've cooked enough. We'll start adding some of our spices. I see you pop up in my chat.
I'm just playing with some stuff.
Yeah, go for it. I lost a couple of veggies.
Looks good though.
Does it look good on your computer?
And I made myself a moderator.
Oh, good,
So,
good.
yeah.
So, yes, that's handy. I'm just putting a tad bit more water in here because they're starting to stick. Bring the heat down just a little bit. Our timer is going off. So let's pick one of these peppers. Mmm, real good. Real good. Let's see. Now that the veggies have softened, I'm stirring in 2 tablespoons of Southwest spice. One. Alright, so we got our Southwest sauce in there. So it's about 30 seconds or until fragrant. I can already smell that. So now we're going to add the beans. Along with the beans, we're doing the Tex-Mex paste and a quarter cup of water. Alright, got that paste in there. Crush. Now let's mix this out in. Alright, so it's saying about 3 minutes. Track that just to make sure. That Tex-Mex paste gives it a nice barbecue flavor. At least it smells a little akin to barbecue. Starting to taste real good. All right. Another minute and a half on that. All right, we are almost there. Grab a couple of plates. All right, next step is to, let's double check here. Timer's about to go off. All right, next step is the cheese. So we're gonna put both the white cheddar and Mexican cheese blend. We want it to melt on top. Let's cheese out here a little bit more. And take the heat to low. All right, well, that melts. Just gonna cover that for a second to help it heat up these tortillas. All right. Try not to mess with the camera too much, but right here. 30 seconds in the microwave. Everything is melted nicely, so turn the heat off. I'm going to swap this out for a scoop. All right, we've got our tortillas here. Try to grab those. And now let's work on plating. All right. Get a nice cheesy helping of everything in each here. All right, so next we're gonna take our last thing here, a red pepper cream. Get a nice dollop of that on each taco. All right, there's plate one. Let's see if we can do a good job with plate two. And this recipe wasn't bad. I don't know how long we've been streaming here. What you looking at?
Just seeing if something popped up. Probably not.
That's fine. we've been streaming just over a half an hour, so not bad for from scratch to plate in half an hour. This is definitely a recipe that I will keep around for a quick meal. I'm gonna fill up some of these other tacos just a little bit more. And there we go. All right. Get our red pepper cream over here. Did I save enough for this time? Maybe. All right. And because just gonna add a little bit more cheese to this. All right. I think we are good to go. Hey, look, the okay. Well, that is our meal. I'm going to end the stream. If anybody watches this on playback, whatever you're eating, I hope it's delicious. See you real soon.